time! Game time! Game time is game time! I actually really like that transition as well. It's really sweet. So yes, back into the wonderful world of Inscryption. We're going to continue our game from last time. And this will take us back to not Leshy's den, because that's where we were the very first time we played the game. This should take us... Hello? Oh, hello. Oh, it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. Yep, there we are. So we're back. Well, we're kind of back in Leshy's shed, but we're 8-bit now. We're sprites, and that's pretty freaking cool. So the first thing we're gonna do, like I said, is alter the deck, because we got some cards. We need to alter what our deck is. We don't even have a deck built yet. We can hit autocomplete, but I don't think what... Well, let's see what autocomplete does. Autocomplete gives us all of these, which looks interesting, but I want to construct it from the ground up. I want to try and focus on what we started with, which was the machines, and work from here. See what we can do. And then we'll go from there. Looking forward to this. I'm glad you are, Rail. It's such a cool game. It's really, really cool. I've already played past this part of the game where you are now. I could say things will get interesting even more. Ooh! I look forward to it. Right, so let's see what we got in the machine side, because we started off here. So we got regular Steambot, which is just a 2-2 for... Oh, no. But no, those are the highest. Okay, I want to start lowest going up. So we've got Leapbot, which just has air blocker, a 0-2 air blocker. That can be useful. I kind of just want to focus on machines as best as I can. 49er, at the end of the owner's turn, 49er will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil, so you're just a mover for 2. Okay. I don't think we want 6. I think, like, 4's probably the sweet spot. I might even take Leapbot down to 2, because air blockers for 0-2, probably not the best. Automaton just for a 1-1. A 1-1 for 3? Why am I not... Maybe add you 2, because that... These seem very expensive. Very, very expensive. Thick Droid. Maybe a couple of you. The Double Gunner, however, being a 2-1, can attack on both sides. I actually kind of like that. I've only got 1 copy of them, though, but that's fine. And then 1 copy of Steambot. I think that's all we'll do with the machine guys, because that's a lot... That is a lot of... They seem very pricey. They seem very, very pricey. Very, very pricey. Now, for these guys, the Hokul seems to correlate quite well. When Hokul is played, it provides an energy cell. I like that. The fact that that provides an energy cell... What does it say fully? Provides an energy cell to its owner. So that can then help with our machine plays. That's pretty good. Then you got these two that rely on having Mox. And I don't know what Mox is. So we're probably going to leave that out, in fairness. For this part, I myself went Beast. Machines play quite differently. Think Hearthstone and Shadowverse. Ah, okay. Okie dokie. Now, Mantis God is way too good. Mantis God is way too good not to have in the deck. Squirrel Ball I like the idea of. Just giving you more squirrels when it rolls in that direction. I think that can be useful. That's 16 out of 20. The Mole is good as a defensive option. Field Mice, you get a copy of it. When Field Mice is played, a copy of it is played in your hand. Well, a copy of the same thing. So... You just keep getting Field Mice for 2-2. A 2-cost 2-2 that you keep getting back? That sounds really good. That actually sounds really, really good. And then the Warren, that'll just give you rabbits when it's played, and that's it. But it's still better than nothing. And it's a 1-cost, and you can't go wrong with 1-cost cards. 1-cost cards are just efficient as all heck. So I think that'll do. I think that'll actually do with our deck so far. We'll give it a try anyway, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll only have to punish myself. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Right, I think we've done everything in Leshy's hut. So at the end of the last stream, when we beat Leshy and now we enter this world, we spoke to Leshy in his hut again. He basically says, right, you need to take pictures of all of his friends nearby, and then you can fight Leshy properly. So let's do the thing. We picked up some meat earlier. There's a trough. And oh, and I can... Okay. I took a picture of Mr. Doggo Beastie Boy. I wonder, is this the prospector? He looks like he is. Oh my god, it is actually the prospector. What the hell? I'll be down. That's my girl. I'll let you pass me in yonder pond. But Dad and Abby first, we got a battle. Oh, damn. Oh, dingo damn. Okay. Okay. Yep, I'm player free. Okay. You picked my starter deck. That means you have to learn to use energy. Do I really have to explain this to you? Yes please, if you can. At the start of each turn, you increase your max energy. Spend it or not, it doesn't matter. At the start of your turn, your energy refills to the max. Get it? Okay, a bit of sass. PO3's a sassy wazard. Bloody hell. So much sass. Okay, so we have 1 energy. No squirrel. Okay, you're playing a squirrel next turn. I don't know if I have squirrels, access to squirrels, but either way, this looks cool. I do have access, however, to a leap bot, so I will punt leap bot over there. See that? You spent your energy to play the card, but you get it back next turn. Sick of hearing from me? Well, I'm sick of talking. I've got important work to do. You'll see me later. Okay, bloody sass-filled wazard. Okay, hit the bell. That's my turn. Okay, now I'm on 2 energy. Yeah, so it is the man and mechanic from Hearthstone. It basically is. Remember Stoat in the first part of the game and how he looked more like a robot? Oh, yeah. I get it now. Stoat is PO3. No wonder he's a sassy wazzock. Now, I want to get rid of the squirrel, because the squirrels... I don't know whether he's going to be able to sacrifice the squirrel into something, but effectively, you don't want that squirrel. That squirrel is bad news bears. And I've got 2 energy. And this will move in that direction, right? So... let's just put you at the end. Let you deal with the squirrel. And that's my turn. Smish. The 49er moves to a new space. Nice. Okay. Now we gotta deal with Bloodhound whilst also trying to deal damage. I can't... the thing is, I've had to put blood cards in. Like, I've had to put sacrifice cards in. Oh, you can sacrifice those. Oh, okay. Okay. So you can still sacrifice the robots for blood. I was concerned. I didn't know if you would be able to do that or not, but that's fine. I thought that'd be the case. Right, so what I'll do is, we'll move a 49er there. You'll leap over the block. Then... I'm considering getting... No, I want to keep the 49ers out as best as we can. Let's try and do what we can. And we're gonna take... Oh, that's good. Yeah, and we block him that turn. Perfect. Mantis God! Mantis God's really good. But I think what we do is we put down another 49er. And we swing again. Bam. That one moves position. We take 2, which will even us out, which is kind of bad. But we're ready for the Wolf Cub for when he comes down. And plus, my idea is... I now want to actually sacrifice you for Mantis God, because then Mantis God will attack twice, get rid of Bloodhound, and third, so we'll do 3 damage. And on top of that, we can also put down the thick droid. Yeah, that's fine, because Mantis God will still kill him off anyway. Well, we'll actually get 3 in. Yeah, so that's perfect. That actually works in my favor. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So just like that, a 4 attack swing. That worked out really well. Oh, lordy lord. Yeah, a second Mantis God? Let's freaking go. Double Mantis God this early on is kind of broken. Look at that. Oh, and you do get excess. Oh, and they turn into foil. That's how you get foils. Oh, that's cool. Fair. You beat me like a dog. Take this. Some say these here cards are better than gold. Well, we'll soon find out. Beastie card pack. Let's go. Yeah, Robots Bleed too, apparently. It's really cool. I'm really digging that. What a cool mechanic. Oh, we got more. Uayuli! Oh, welcome. That's awesome. We got Uayuli back into things. Force Mage. If a creature would attack Force Mage, it does not. Interesting. And then Steel Mice. When Steel Mice is played, a copy of it is created. Oh, that's for... Yo, are we gonna make like a mice deck? Oh, that sounds like a really interesting... Give me the deck. Give me the deck. I've got a plan. Okay. What 2-cost cards do we have, if any? We already got 2 field mice. Do I want one putting in a third? Again, for 2 blood, that's a lot. But for machines, for the mecha boys, who am I willing to get? Maybe bring 49er down, but 49 has been really good. And now that I know how the mechanic works, I now know that Automaton's actually pretty freaking good as well. But I actually think keeping them at 2 is better than keeping them at 4. So if I take 49er down to 2, add in Steel Mice, and then potentially add in a Steam... you gotta think ahead, right? You gotta think that you're not going to be able to play Steambot until turn 6 at the earliest. So, if anything, if I had another... Plus, I've got double gunners, and double gunners are really nice. What do we got on the beast side of things, now that I know that works? We could just put in a really big Uayuli. Could put in a second field mice. Mole is a good option, but I don't know. I just don't have any, like, good single blood options. Don't know what these mean. Really don't know what these mean. With, like, the sigils of the different mages. If I understood that, I'll probably be able to use that mechanic in here as well. But then I don't want to overload this with different mechanics. I'll probably... I don't know whether to go 49er or... Hey, Game Funa! Holy shit! How you doing? Oh god! How's it going, Game Funa? Welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Welcome to the most exposure streams on the planet. Thank you for joining the X-Force. And please, take up a chair. Cushion's optional, but I highly recommend it because you don't want to sit on a wooden chair and hurt your butt. But how you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the Explosive Fun Times. It's really cool to see you. Welcome. Happy days. Yeah. I'm just constructing my deck at the moment in Inscryption. And going through some ideas in my head. There's cards that give you the mocks. You just don't have them yet. Ah, right. I need to look out for mocks cards. That's fair. So if that's the case... I don't know, can we warrant having another 2-cost card? Maybe. I was watching you and I must say that we, the Game Funa Company, are interested in it. Nice. That's good to know, Mr. Funa. Very good to know. Wait, you mean... That's not the Game Funa Company that I'm thinking of, right? I was watching you, and I must say that we, the Game Funa Company, are interested in it. Bear with me, folks. Why am I... I don't know. I really don't know. The name Game Funa rings a bell, but it's ringing bells that I'm like, don't know whether I should be concerned or genuinely happy. If you know what I mean. The rest you will discover with time. Oh, yes. Oh yes, I'm playing. I'm playing. Okay, I'm playing. Okay, I will play. Okay, I will shut up and play. Screw it. Just put another field mice in. We're gonna go mice deck. Mice deck. It's gonna happen. Waiting on the pond's clear! Oh, thank you very much, Prospector. What is this? Okay, let's talk to this fisherman guy. No. No fish, no pass. Okay, so but then I go to the fishing pond and I can get a fish for the fisherman dude so we can fish. Ooh, fish. Picture of fish. Nice. Can we do a thing here? Ooh. Okay. Oh, big fish. Big shark boy fish. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Fish! Okie dokie. Let's see how this goes. Fish. Fresh fish. Good. Still. Must be. Okay, so now we face... Oh, nice. Okay, let's go.
Fish.
Any cardboard boxes? We need cardboard boxes on this fish. Let's go. It'd be cool, though. It'd be really cool. Okay. We have Leapbot. Leapbot's a good start to just block... Salmon? Okay. We can block salmon, at least. We can start with a turn 1 salmon block. Salmon moves to a new space. Oh, friggin' Mantis God. Oh, but I don't have any options to sack for Mantis God yet. Damn it. Salmon emerges from the deep. Not a good start. Oh god, not a good start. Jeez. That's gonna be another 2 damage from salmon. And that's another salmon. Come on, give me a turn 4 play. No. Oh man, okay, maybe I am being screwed over by the higher cost cards. I need to try and cut this down a little bit. Maybe I am best just focusing on low cost as much as I can. Damn. I lose. What happens if I lose? Beg for fish, but no pass until beat. Okay, so I just lose, that's it. Right, let's have a look at this deck again. After doing all that, it's just not optimal enough. Okay, Field Mice of 3 is a big problem. And keeping that as my only 2 cost though is not bad. That's not bad. I think what I have to do is, I might actually redo this from the start. Focus on cost. Think cost. So, 1 cost is going to be very, very good. I don't even care if Lead Bot is just a 4 of. It's just a very easy, get it out there and sacrifice it Lead Bot. It works. Same with 49er. 49er's a 2 cost is really, really good. Then we start going down with Automaton and also add in you, add in 1, 1, 1. Done. I think that would be the best way to go about that. So you have at least 1 on the curve as you're going up, but then you're not overwhelming yourself. Mantis God, Crockle, I think Mole still... Squirrel Ball will still be very helpful to try and get squirrels out for more sacrifices. Field Mice. I think I prefer that. I think I prefer that. Just tweaking it a little bit, just to help out, is going to help me out that a little bit. Gives you a slimy whack with its tail. A quick whack with its loopy tail. Another problem is you don't have any no-cost summons. I know. I know. It's a tough play early on. Who knows, if we can't do anything with him yet, we can explore the rest of the island. It's not a big issue. Right. Oh, we can just... Hammer? Hammer? Woman is good for field swarms. Yeah, Woman is pretty damn good, actually. It is really good. Hammer? Oh, destroy on-field cards. Oh, so if you just don't want it at all, and it's actually causing problems. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Now, I'm quite interested. When Hwaka played provides an energy cell to its owner, that could be really useful for turn 2, so then we can get straight into Automaton. I like it. But Leapbot will die. I should have thought that through. Ah, damn it. Damn it. I had a turn 1 play, and I didn't think. Ooh, but now I'm thinking. Okay. Put down Leap Bot. Sack Leap Bot for Quaffle. Get an energy cell. So we're only on 2. But that does set us up for next round as well. Salmon emerges from the deep. Gonna whack me for 2, which kind of sucks, but hey ho. But I emerge from the deep. I also have access to... I have 4 cells already? Oh, okay. Okay. That's really cool. That is really cool, actually. So salmon's a 2-2, right? And we can't hit it while it's down in submerged form, so we might as well just focus on being a beastie boy and smacking the living daylights out of you. So at least we do 2 damage every turn now. Soon I'll be able to get out the Thick Droid, and if I put Thick Droid at the end, at least it'll block the attack from Salmon. So that's good. Ah, and we got a 49er as well. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We can do with this. Okay, then what I'll do is then, if we put down the Thick Bot, or Thick Droid, in front of the Salmon, so he can block Salmon's attack on this turn. And then I will sack Automaton for Mantis God, so we get 3 damage in this turn instead. Nice. And then we still do 3 damage next turn anyway, because of Mantis God and the fact they're submerged. So if we just put down a really big beastie, Field Mice is not going to be the big beastie, but if I just put down 49er, for example, that will give us a bunch of foils. Nice. It'll give us 3 foils. I like it. Mantis God for big damage. Double Mantis God was so nice to open up. Hello, I'm here. Sorry, I was late for playing Animal Crossing. No worries, Corky. It's cool. How was your Animal Crossing times? Good times, I hope. Okay, another beastly pack. What do we get? Oh, Raven. Nice. Another Uriuli. A Bullfrog. Okay, Bullfrog is a 1 cost. Orange Mage. Mox cards on the owner's side of the board gain 1 power. And Mage Pupil. Mage Pupil's a freebie! Mage Pupil's owner controls no Mox cards. Mage Pupil perishes. Oh. Okay. But he looks like a freebie, though. Can I go past? Oh, I can go past him now. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Bunny. And a trap. Okay, why do I feel as if this is going to involve trapping the bunny somehow? Patches of dried blood crackled as he pried the chest open, but 2 packs are inside. Ooh, packs. Craig enjoyed revisiting his old island and playing again. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Ooh, Hawk. Strike an opponent directly. Oh, yeah, so Hawk does the same as Raven. Mole Man's really good. Mole Man is really good. Just a 6 1 blood bruiser. So good. Oh, you can push for trap. Okay, we'll have to try and step it up then. Mole Man's super good. And the second Squirrel Ball, second Mage Pupil, Sarcophagus will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn of the board. Ooh, for 4 bones? Oh, now we're getting bones in the mix. Oh, that's cool. So I can tell this is now going to be a matter of you utilizing all the game's mechanics to make a beastly deck to just take on everyone. Now we've got another Field Mice, another Mantis God, another Sarcophagus, and a Practice Wizard. Interesting. Very interesting. So, effectively, we need to trap the bunny. And I'm assuming to trap the bunny, we need to move the trap in such a way so that the bunny's just gonna hop into it, Is this how we get pelts? Are we gonna get a pelt for the like, is there gonna be a trapper that we get the pelt for, then the trapper's gonna come out and just be like, oh, I see you got a fine pelt there. Oh, there you go. Yep. Oh, yeah, there it is. Picture of the pelts. Yeah, so I have to give it to the trader because now I have pelts. And now the trader will fight me. And then I can fight Leshy. No, that's cool. Okay. Okay. I'm digging that.
You brought a pelt? I am pleased. Yet another turn of the skinning knife. It is time to set another trap.
Oh wait, I gotta put on my old man voice if I can. No, if I can do my old man voice. I smell there's blood on you. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it is the trapper you end up facing. So they are the same guy. It's just a dual personality thing. Okay, there's a borrowing trap. And a bullfrog. Right. Well, we know what turn 1 play is going to be. Turn 1, Leaperbot. Done. Turn 2, we can go 49er. 49er's not a bad shout. Do 1 damage. And then 49er moves over here to block bullfrog. Or moves over here to block borrowing trap and then we'll die next turn. When an empty space would be struck, borrowing trap will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Also, when borrowing trap perishes, the creature... Oh, so only when it perishes. So it will take 5 hits, and then it will take the monster with it. Okay, that's not bad then. If that's the case, I'll put I think it doesn't matter anyway, because he's going to move with 49er. But if we put him if we put 49er here, he'll move in front of 49er, block 49er's attack, and the bullfrog won't come out. That's a good move in my book. Yeah, bowling trap moves, takes the hit, 49er moves to one side. Coyote. Okay, Coyote's coming up next. We have Automaton for a 1/1, which would be good to start whacking against the bullfrog. It would be good to start whacking against the bullfrog. But then bullfrog would just wipe it next turn. Oh, this is where I start really wanting some of my blood cards. But I think that'll have to do. Just swing in with something like that. Borrowing trap will take those hits. Oh, we still get wrecked by that one bullfrog. Oh, that sucks. Oh, steel mice. That can help. And that could take on Coyote. Copy of steel mice in hand. That's actually really good. So we can actually get a copy of steel mice every turn. And next turn, we've at least got leap bot and steel mice for that turn. Do we survive, though? Because now when I look at it, we're on 3, 4, 5. No, we're dead. We lose. Great. Oh, no, we don't. Ah, 49er for defense. Oh, 49er. What a boy. What an actual boy. Right. I think what we now do is we take Squirrel Ball. We put Squirrel Ball over there, so he's going to start moving, putting down squirrels. I have 5 here, but I'm not going to do what I wanted to do last time. What I'm going to do is we're going to do Leaperbot. We're going to do Leapbot and Steel Mice again, so that we get another copy of Steel Mice into our hands. And then effectively that means next turn we've got a free squirrel. So borrowing trap's gone. It will take steel mice with it. We have a squirrel. So squirrel can tank the hit. And effectively we still don't die. Yo. We still don't die. Okay. We're doing pretty darn well. We're not dying. Our staying alive strat's doing well. Staying alive. Staying alive. So let's see. We could do 49er and a steel mice again. That might be an idea. At least start smacking against these turds. These absolute turds. Because I'm not getting any blood cards, so I need to focus on just using these guys. Oh, that sucks. That sucks really bad. Damn. And we lose. Crap. Oh, that sucks. So, that time I was shafted on blood cards. Yet again. Yet again. No, I think we lose anyway. Well, let's just find out. See if I'm right. I think I am right. We lose anyway, right? Yeah. Damn it. Come closer. You make a fine pelt. No. I don't like the idea of that, boy. I don't like the idea of that. Okay, alter the deck. Let's have a look. Oh, my lord. Okay. This is immediately getting tougher. Immediately getting tougher. I'm just not getting the blood cards out now. I just feel as if I have too many of these energy cards. And I just don't think Leaperbot's doing it for me anymore. He's a good cheap alternative, which is great. So he's good for the cheapness. It's just getting the blood cards into my hand that I don't think we're getting. I think, you know what? I think Thick Droid is a bit of a waste. And I think Steambot's a bit of a waste. If I want a high-cost card, it's better with Double Gunner because I know Double Gunner can do two hits a turn, right? In opposite directions. So Double Gunner's useful. I need more, like, one blood options. Specifically, single blood options. I've got a third Mantis God, which is just insane. And, quite frankly, Mole Man, you can't go wrong. Mole Man, you really cannot go wrong. So if you can get first turn Mole Man, or near first turn Mole Man, that could be really good. That could be really, really good. Robot deck mechanic is too slow. I genuinely feel that. I genuinely feel we might be a little bit shafted because of that. Right, let's try it again. I set the trap, but don't even pray decides when it's snapshot. Right, let's see if this does any better. I gotta remember as well, we do have those sarcophagi that we can use for bones, because now we have bones as a deck as well. Or bones as a mechanic, I should say. Okay. First turn Mantis God. No, you know what? First turn Squirrel Ball. Because now, we get Squirrel. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Put down 49er. And use that Squirrel to maybe put down Mantis? No, we want Mantis God to sit here. So if I wait a turn, let Squirrel Ball go over there. And let Coyote swing in to get rid of those two. Okay. Oh, and now we have Hockle as well. That'll help us with our efficiency. So now what we want Mantis God here. So now Mantis God will swing in. That's Coyote dead. Coyote is just dead. Then I want... Hockle's great because he just buries himself. So if we do that... And... Bearing in mind, you're gonna move... whenever someone attacks. And Hockle's just going to keep whacking against it. Not a good move. Let's put Hockle over here in front of a Bullfrog. So at least Bullfrog's dead this turn as well. Board wipe and Steel Mice. So we get an extra Steel Mice into our hand. Beautiful. What a turn play. Let's go. All of a sudden the deck's coming together. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that indeed. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not too bad. Mantis Gods may die next turn due to the trap, but that's fine. That is actually fine. Do we... I put down Steel Mice again, I think. Just get another Steel Mice in hand and let's go. There we go. Bowling Trap will block the Mantis God. Mantis God will sadly... No? Oh, he takes the one opposite him. Ah, of course. Okay, that's not too bad. We can work with that. So we put down another Steel Mice to get another Steel Mice into our hands. And swing, 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 swing. 4-7-7. Nice! Nice, we did it. The trap was shut, and the prey escapes. And the trapper waits for the next victim. You've defeated the three of us now. Leshy awaits. Okay, Leshy I'm terrified of. That worked really damn well, but I'm really scared of what Leshy's going to bring to the table. You receive a beastly card pack. Let's have a look. And the beastly card pack consists of... what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh no, that's like a third of a Yuli. Oh my god. Grizzly. Grizzly's good. Grizzly's good as a free card cost. Muscle Mage. At the end of the owner's turn, Muscle Mage will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil. Creatures in the way will then be pushed. Okay. Ruby Mox. Ooh, can't be sacrificed. While Ruby Mox is on the board, it provides an orange gem to its owner. So now I have a Mox card. Ah, okay. Oh, so now I can trade with you again.
You wish to trade?
I have 7 foil. Okay, I need 1 foil for an Ouroboros, but I could get a squirrel for 1 foil at the moment, and that would be value. That would actually be really good value to get a squirrel, because it's free. Oh, you can just get a couple of squirrels. I'd rather do that, actually. I'd rather just get like a few squirrels to just help with the consistency a little bit. There you go. I'd just get a few squirrels and then save the rest foils for later. I think that's a good shout. Deck. Right. Let's rebuild this again from the ground up. I know we've been like reconstructing this deck again and again and again, but it's worth it. Okay. 3 squirrels. 3 Mantis Gods, Hrockle, and bearing in mind we do need some damage output on the board, proper, maybe Bullfrog, let me see, I kind of want to balance it out with like 10 and 10, if I can. Try and make it a little bit more balanced that way. Bullfrog, and Bullfrog, yeah, why not? Just double Bullfrog, just for damage output. Now, I'm considering adding in a sarcophagus for bones, because that could be useful just as a clutch bone play, because we can build up bones now. We can build up bones consistently enough. I reckon a couple of elite bots, actually all 4 elite bots, they're really good for sacrifice fodder. Then a couple of 49ers. I think I'd rather a couple of automatons. Steel Mice was actually really good, but I think we'll do 1 Steel Mice and 1 Double Gunner. So that because Steel Mice just keeps repeating itself. Steel Mice is a good option for turn 4 and turn 5, and then I might as well leave Double Gunner for turn 6 if we have it. That's my mindset on that one. Right, cool. Upgrades. Those are the key cards for the beast deck, pretty much. I can imagine with squirrels. You just want to have like a bunch of squirrels for sacrifice fodder. Hey Leshy, I beat your friends, now it's my time to beat you. You had bested the Unbinding Prospector, the Gormless Angler, the Enigmatic Trapper. You found yourself standing before your ultimate match, Leshy, Scribe of the Beasts. Your ambition is to replace PO3? Good. But if you do not defeat me, you will not get that chance. Steel yourself, for my beast will show you no mercy. Only fangs. Okay, let's... Oh, he took a photo of me. Do not spare your creatures. My camera is waiting to capture them at the moment of their demise. And my beasts are famished. Oh, lovely. And you immediately start with a stoat and a coyote. Oh, but, well, you may start with a stoat and a coyote. I start with a squirrel and a Mantis God. Let's freaking go. First turn Mantis God. And I already get 2 damage on the board. Oh, Adder. Oh, that sucks. Well, that's not long lasted. Right, we're going to take another damage this turn, but Mantis God will likely just do 3. Mantis God got its worth in. Mantis God got its worth in right away. I need to take a photo of that one's cost. Okay. I took a photo of my 1 blood cost creature. Intriguing. Okay, this is what we do. Play leap bot. Get... Now, yeah, because when you die... No, when you attack, I die. So I can kill you. So that's fine. Get an energy cell from Hrockle, which then gives us an automaton, which we'll put over here instead, so we can start swinging like a madman. Get an extra damage on the board, so we're not going to die from stoat. Absolutely fine. Hrockle emerges from the deep, and we win. Effectively. We have effectively won the game. Bing bang bong. Oh, first life. Oh yeah, of course, Leshy's a boss. Oh god, so he's got multiple turns. I love a feel and melody of a Leshy theme. It's really good. The Leshy theme's really, really good. Like, just the music and overall feel of the game is just overall brilliant. I can't not love it. It's just all really solid. It just keeps giving. It's a vibe that just keeps giving, and I love it. Oh, that reminds me. There was something missing from my streamy antics. Bear with me one moment. I'm an idiot. The social tracker wasn't on. Boo! I know. Whoopsie me. But hey ho, we got that done. We never did finish your death card. There wasn't enough death. Hope you don't mind my filling in the blanks. What? What? Amalgam? You just gave me a bunch of amalgams? What? Okay. Interesting. Oh, you got a mole man now with a grizzly behind him. That grizzly's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun at all. Okay. Mole man digs down. Yes, a mole man's just going to block all the attacks. Grizzly gets rid of you. Kinda sucks. And we've got steel mice. We have the loop card. That's okay. I'll take the loop card any day of the week. So steel mice reproduces. And then we can just go for it. So ha ha hua and hua. This mole man's gone. Emerges from the deep. We actually have the perfect play against Grizzly. Just keep shoving out steel mice. Literally just keep shoving out steel mice until we need enough damage dealt by Mantis God to win the game. That is literally it. This is one way to totally get around this whole situation. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if we add Mantis God. If we don't add Mantis God, we win anyway, so what I want to do is I want to squirrel into Mantis God and win. And get some 3 extra foils while we're at it. Nice! That worked! The great scribe was incredibly bested. Far away, a light enveloped a long-forgotten monument. Okay. Monument. Oh! Oh! Oh, I see. It lights up with every one of the scribes we defeat. You had triumphant, narrowly avoiding tooth and claw. The scribe of beasts was defeated. That you were able to defeat me beggars belief. But now I must yield to you. My only regret is that our battle was so brief. Surely the summit of victory is made sweeter by a more arduous ascent. So that, then that moves on to you having that big fight with him. I like that. I like that a lot. Beast cards! Ooh! Pharaoh's pets! Okay, we'll see that in a minute. There's field mice again. There's a second mole man. Pharaoh's pets. Counted as 3 blood rather than 1. For 6 bones? When Pharaoh's pet is sacrificed, it does not perish. Oh, jeez. So basically, if you stack up 6 bones and then put out Pharaoh's pets, you basically just have an infinite 3 blood loop. Bloody hell, that is some... That you can get consistent with that really quick, my lord. And then we have Explodebot. Hey, my favorite. When Explodebot dies, the creature opposite it, as well as adjacent friendly creatures, are dealt 10 damage. Oof. But I kinda like it. I kinda like how that works. Oh, and I've got a second one, and all the Mantis Gods. Okay. We're getting a bunch of Mantis Gods. Ooh. Ooh, the dude's battery's low. You need to fill that sucker up. Stop. What is that? I had to see your face after you lost. You're just so bad. It's no wonder we're back here again. And we would have been even sooner if the dish wasn't lost. Take a long look at this face. Oh, there you go, this stoat. Because you'll never see it again. I'm done being your pet, you stinking beast. Oh, wow. Okay, PO3, he was really mad to be a stoat. Everybody doesn't want to be a stoat. Because the stoat's the only stoat that doesn't want a stoat. And if you even want to go on a boat, you still feel better than if you were a stoat. I like that, I'm gonna clip it. Give me a clip of the stoat song. Why don't we see? To live as a beast would be the noblest thing. Even so lowly a creature as a stoat. Hey, you know, the stoat was useful. Back in the time, the stoat was okay. It was okay. Okay, so that's all of Leshy's area done. Oh, the bridge is done as well. Oh, we have even more potential. Let's go to Undead Berg, shall we? We're gonna call it Undead Berg because it's an undead berg. It is what it is. You're here. Marvelous. I'm Grimoire, scribe of the dead. Until quite recently, I was disgraced. What, being stinky? Stink bug. For I was returned to my former glory with the help of some unlikely friends. If you wish to test your skills against me, you must first prove your wits. You must discern which tomb marks the final resting place of my lovely ghouls. Okay. Found a piece of epitaph. Eaten by a hungry dog. Okay. An epitaph does not hold a grudge. Okay. Let's get started with the ghouls, shall we? Hark! A living slice of lemon approaches. Brighton triggers a lime. Ye think ye will squeeze a defeat out o' me? Well, hopefully. Hopefully I will, Mr. Skeleton Boy. Okay, so obviously your focus is going to be on creatures that use bones. Ghost ship. The engineer's turn for ghost ship will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil. Okay, a submersive ship, after attacking the skeleton, perishes. Oh, so the skeleton just immediately dies. Okay. It's nothing to worry about too much then. Tell you what, first turn Leaperbot. Just to block the attack and see you go. Boom. Ghost ship moves to the space and the skeleton jumps ship. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Now I get to see some tech. Right, I think we put down 49er. So now the 49er is always one step ahead, one step behind the ghost ship. So we're always defeating a skeleton that the ghost ship creates. Then with that regard, I then think it's a smart idea that we get our bullfrog over Leaperbot. So that then we do at least 1 damage to the creepy crawly in general. I like it. So ghost ship's back up, moves to the side, drops the skelly, which we can sort out next turn. Perfect. Now I have sarcophagus for the full turn play. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I can imagine Leshy was the easy one. Absolutely. It would make sense for he's the easy one, because you were fighting him in the beginning. So it makes complete sense. Probably don't want to put anything out just yet. I don't really have anything I can do anyway. Nah, let's go for it. Get rid of a skelly. Get an extra damage in. 49er moves to the ship. Another skelly comes down. Does a single damage. Blows up. Ghost ship moves to the side. There's another skelly. Aha, I have my turn 6 play of a double gunner. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. Then we want... I think... So you're gonna kill, move to the side. I want to put Leaperbot here. In preparation to defend against the upcoming skelly. Sorry, I whacked the mic. That's not very nice, is it? Okay, we'll take 2 damage that time. You're both dead. Move to the side. Okay. Not great. not the greatest. I was hoping... it's not brilliant. Oh, we're just gonna have to go for it. I think that's just... Can't do much this turn. Just keep doing our one damage pokes for the time being. It's 1 damage forward, 1 damage back. That ghost ship is such a pain of a bum. Such a pain of a bum. Oh, that Rockle could be useful for when we want to do big plays. Speaking of big plays, double gunner, let's go. No, double gunner would always do 2. Hey, we won! Nice. That's what we want. Aye, you beat the pulp out of me. Firstly, take ye this. Definitely card pack. Ooh. Bones, bones, beautiful bone. Mummy Lord. 8 bones. Bone Heap. Activate. Pay 2 bones to increase the power and health of Bone Heap by 1. Ooh, okay. Gravedigger. At the end of its owner's turn, Gravedigger will generate 1 bone. A bone generator! Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's actually really cool. Meatbot. Meatbot's counted as free blood. Oh, that's good. From turn 2 onward? Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. And because you bested me with you, I'll share my secret. My name's Royal. It's for Firelight Tomb. Here's the headpiece. Found a piece of an epitaph. Royal Dominguez, 1589, Spring 1632. Alright. Interesting. Your phone bone cards turns into the 8 bone one. Aha. 4 vows the case. Once you start getting more cards, this just keeps opening up way more. You're here again, I notice. Do you sell different cards now that you're here? You do. So over here you sell zombies, gravediggers, skeletons, and bone heaps. I guess the trick with the skeletons is, yes, they perish after every turn, but you always get a bone after a skeleton dies. So the trick is, attack with a skeleton, get 1, get a bone. Use that bone to get out Gravedigger. Gravedigger generates bones, so you can keep sending out skeletons. So that skeletons keep giving you bones, but then bones kept being built up by the Gravedigger, that then keeps making more skeleton for the bones, and then you bone, and you bone, and you bone, and you bone. Basically, there's a lot of boning going on. But it's just a very horny place to be in, I guess. There's just a lot of bone. Does someone leave the AC on? Oh, come on, dude, it's freezing in here. Maybe a heated battle will help. Okay, you're a very cold ghost boy. Ooh. Draugr. When Draugr perishes, the creature inside is released in its place. I think that's just a skeleton, though, I hope. Banshee will strike an opponent directly. Okay, Banshee's a flyer. Okay. Oh, we can get a turn 1 plus on the energy cell. Not that we really need it, though. I'll take the 1 damage early. I think I'll take it anyway. Oh, we got our blocker. Oh, that's cool. Okay, get the blocker out. So we'll take 1 damage still. Skeleton will die. Now we have 4... Oh, with sarcophagus now. Okay. So we could do 5 turn double gunner. Still. This turn, I'll take another damage. Do I just put down Squill for block fodder? Probably not yet. I think I could take 1 more. That is a bone boy wielding a scythe. That is a scythe wielding bone boy. After attacking Revenant perishes. That is a strong ass card and I don't like it. Okay. Bearing in mind what I have. I'm not screwed. I am not screwed. I have an idea. And I think my idea is we're going to get a squirrel. We're going to use that squirrel to get out Crockle. That'll give us an extra battery. There, so Hawker will take out Banshee. Yes, it means Draugr's there, but Draugr is Draugr. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I then want... Seems a little bit cheeky, but hear me out. I'm gonna just put the squirrel in front of the Revenant, so that the Revenant perishes after killing a squirrel, and we get a bone. And then I'm also gonna put the 49er here, so that it doesn't kill the Draugr, but it does at least deal 1, so we're at least starting the curve of attacking back. And then my plan is I can now put down my double gunner to now deal damage to whatever the Draugrs bring up, which is a very good move in my opinion. So with all that in mind, am I screwed though? I could be. Oof. I could be screwed. We'll see. Double gunner. Oh yeah, double gunner does 2. Should be alright then. Right, yeah, should be fine. Fish. Releases the creature inside, which gets rid of. Oh yeah, because it does... Oh yeah, overkill damage, of course. Oh, that completely worked in my favor. Bloody overkill damage was amazing. Way to freaking go, double gunner. You're so worth it. Double gunner was a perfect pick to put in, and look at that. Just immediate sweep. You won, but now I'm a bit less gold. Take it back, on the ass. Okay, receives a deadly card pack. More Gravedigger. We get Necromancer. When another creature you own dies, it is returned to life and dies again immediately. Oh, so you get... Basically, Gravedigger does double bones. So you'll get double the amount of bones back. That's cool. Skeleton, after attacking it dies. Another Mage Pupil. And Stim Mage. Pay 3 energy to increase the power and health of Stim Mage by 1. Ah. Curious. I like that. You did beat me, so I guess I've got to fess up. The name's Casey. Casey Hobbs. I'm from the tombstone on the left. Found a piece of an epitaph. It reads, Casey Hobbs, 1970, winter, 1992. I don't think that's the Casey that was also the card, right? Like the dead guy that also seemed to be the card. I find that very curious. Oh well, you pulled an epitaph piece. The defibrillator failed. Okay. Intriguing. Very intriguing. Ooh. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? There was no cure. There's a lot of different people's faces here. Oh, is this how you can... You just change your character? What? Oh, that's trippy. You just totally change what your character looks like. Oh, dope. Okay. No, now Captain Bagpipes on here. Well, I should say Captain Panpipes, because I've just got panpipes on my head. Oh no, don't look upon me. Don't snarl or sniff, I beg you. If you wish to battle, please, let us get it over with. Oh, alright. Alright, precious bone boy. Right, what we got? Okay. Sure, a bone equivalent of a bloodhound. But I tell you what I am. I am Weasel. Turn 1 Hrockle. So that means we get chance to do a turn 2 Automaton. Or Mantis God, because Mantis God is so good. Might not want to go Mantis God though whilst the Bonehound's out. Not while the Bonehound's out. Now Bonehound is going to go to whomever gets summoned next immediately. So I think the play here is we put... I might be able to put our Mantis God. I mean, Mantis God will die next turn, but deal 2. Or Mantis Fen Leap. Now you gotta do... I think you mean the other way around, Leap then Mantis. And kite the dog. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, fuck it. So if we do that, and then put you over here, Bonehound moves over there, that's 3 damage. Nice. Immediate 3 damage. I take 3 damage, but Revenant dies. Luckily. Excuse me. This turn, I can now start whacking at the Bonehound. So if I do that, Mantis, I will do 1, Mantis God will deal 1, he dies next turn. And we still deal 2 damage to him. There you go, that works, that works. Oh, and look, 49er. Perfect. Don't even have to worry about it. Mantis God does all the things. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That kind of hurts though. Mantis God got taken out by the Skelly. But at least we can end with 2 damage instead of 1. Bish bosh. And an extra foil. Cannot complain. Because I want to save up my foils now for Ouroboros. Because I just feel like Ouroboros is going to be a really, really good card to grab a hold of. It's over! You chewed me out! Now please, look away! Turn your eyes to this card pack instead. Another Deathly card pack. Well, ooh, more new cards. Skeleton, Headless Horseman, 13 bones! Airborne, an airborne 5/5. At the end of the owner's turn, Headless Horseman will move in the direction inscribed. Wow! Like, if you had a bone generator deck, that would actually be mad. Banshee? Oh, Banshee's really good. Adder's great. I love Adder. An energy bot. It provides an energy cell to its owner. Ooh! Turn 2 +1. That's handy. I'm called Sawyer. The middle stone marks my grave. Please, don't go digging up my bones. And a piece of epitaph. Sawyer Patel, 1702 to full 1778. Right. Found a piece of an epitaph. Brought down by scurvy. Okay, I think I can pretty much judge whose is whose. So you're... Yep, I didn't mean to go down the stairs. Right, you know what? Before we do anything else, I'm going to make a slight adjustment. Bearing in mind that we now got Energy Bot, and I think Energy Bot's going to be very, very useful. I think we take out an Automaton. I think Automaton's still a little bit too pricey for me. But Energy Bot will... Energy Bot gives me a nice 2-turn option that's not 49er to help with energy consumption and boosting. I like that. I like that. I like that mindset. So just to check. The middle stone for Sawyer. Right, let's do that first. So, you are... Sawyer Patel. Eaten... Yeah, you keep on talking about hungry dogs, so you're eaten by a hungry dog. But does not hold a grudge. And then we've got... was it Casey or... I think that was Royals? Far right, yeah. The far right one for Royal, who died of scurvy. So, Royal... brought down by scurvy. And there was no cure. That makes sense. Which then leaves Casey Hobbs, who I don't have the epitaph for, but defibrillator failed. Okay, I'm missing one. Ah. Oh, card pack. Oh, I need to open these up. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I just thought these were part of the environment. No, they actually have card packs. And that's... Oh, Frank and Stein. Oh, that's hilarious. I like that. The Walkers. Cool. When the Walkers dies, 4 bones are rewarded instead of 1. That's pretty cool. Second energy bot. Second energy bot's pretty good. And then another squirrel ball. Nice. Nice. I can definitely see why beast decks are still really, really dominant, though. Right, bear with me one moment. I need a dash to the loo. Be right back. It's not too hard of a strat. It's kind of, yeah, you got to think of it like you need to, if you know you need to switch, you need to think to yourself, I need to switch in the best way possible. How do I do it? Pivoting can help. Sometimes it can be a huge detriment, but pivoting can help. So look into it, definitely. Okay, Gordy, how's it going? Get a safety, you three! Nah, we're good. We're good. I'm going in. I've got dad mum, it's fine. Dude, woman's here, so everyone can relax. Hop white. Oh my god. This line is everything. I'm clipping. But he gives you fun. He does he? He gives me freaking Thunderbolt for free. Well, we're going back. We're going back. I am not passing up on a free Thunderbolt. Especially when I have Ampharos. I can bloody well learn it. Okay, okay. Let's open up the rest of these coffins and see what lays inside. Found a piece of an epitaph. Haha, that's what we want. Hit by a falling piece of ice. Yep, makes sense. That's what we were looking for. Found a card pack. Nice. Definitely card pack. We get the dead hand. Discard your hand and draw a new hand of 4 cards. Ooh, okay. Hand removal. That can be pretty cool. Check the well. We did already do the well. We got the epitaph from the well. Just go check down here. There was a coffin down. Yeah, coffin down here. Didn't want to miss out on. Gust of foul-smelling air billows from the casket. Hi. You have no offering? Okay. Keep in mind I need an offering for that guy. Creepy deepy. Oh, there you go. Marvelous. You have proven your wits adequately. Are you prepared? You will not defeat me. That's what you think, Gamora. But you forget, I have the power of robots and Beastie Boys on my side. Ah! Marvelous, just marvelous. I was hoping to worry I would be sealed away behind those tombstones forever. Locked down at the mercy of a challenger's wits, till one day discovered. But no, you prevailed. And now it's time to battle! Oh, I like that. Oh, with the quill. My minions never truly die, you know. Let's see how you fare. Okay, why do some of them... They dance to the tune? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's really, really dope, actually. I love that. I love that as an added little thing. That's really cool. Okay. Turn 1 plays. What do we have? We have Leapabop. And that's about it. I'd rather leave Leapabot until I can manipulate the board a little bit so we can get out Mantis God. Or at least get out 49er. So I have to take the 2, turn 1. Okay, next turn we get Banshee and Sarcophagus. I want to get rid of that Sarcophagus as soon as it comes up. So my logic there would mean... Maybe this turn we just do Leapabot to block Banshee. And 49er... Or maybe we just do double Leapabot. Double leap... Oh, yeah, that could work, that could work. Okay, hear me out. Do Leapabot over here. And then do a second Leapabot over here. To block the Bonehound. And to stop the Sarcophagus from coming down. That works. That works quite well, actually. I like that tech. With that in mind... Banshee's blocked for another turn here. We could then do... 49er... No. What we do is, we do what we did last time. So we do Mantis God here. He hops. And then we do... Leapabot over there again. And then we deal 2 damage out. We don't even worry about 49er. Not yet. Marvellous. An opportunity to use my quill. Whip Banshee, turn 2 turns. Death by Mantis God. This one will be back. Okay. Interesting. Interesting little mechanic you got there, lady. Interesting little mechanic you got there. Okay, Bloodhound is gonna move... Oh no, you know what? Put down 49er just to block it. Then next turn we have Sarcophagus. And hope we pull something decent. Well, that's alright. That's not too bad. We'll take 2 damage from that though. Oh, we have another Mantis God. Okay. So sack you for Mantis God, and then I have enough bones for Sarcophagus. But then you're going to move over to where Sarcophagus is. Ouch. Or... No, that's game. No, we win this round if we just attack as we are. That's alright. Don't use double gunner on the first part of this boss yet. Okay, no... Rave, I don't normally mind backseating. But bearing in mind it's my first time going against these bosses, would you mind if I don't have backseating yet? Just simply because I want to fight these bosses firsthand, and if I lose, I lose, and then I at least understand their mechanics a little bit more going into the second rematch. If you understand my logic behind that, just so I have a little bit more of a surprise going into each fight. And if I put something down anyway, I put it down, you know? Just because I kind of didn't want backseating anyway throughout this playthrough, just because of my first time doing it. I just want to experience it firsthand, you know? You're halfway there. Though, you may not like what comes next. What?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit! Do you miss them? Fear not. I'll give them back. Of course. As corpses. What? Are they free? What? Okay, that's trippy. That's really, really trippy. Okay, so they are for free. Okay. Okay, I can work with this. I can work with this. So if we do that... No. Oh no, I already screwed up. No, I screwed up. I screwed up. I wasn't supposed to put you there. I really was not supposed to put you there. I still have a way to solve this, I think. I don't. No, no? No, I still have a way around this. No, 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 no. I still have a way around this. I am okay. I am completely okay. Okay, sarcophagus over here. Then sack 49er for big boy mantis god. Then we put down double shooter. And finally, I can't do energy bar, but that's fine. No, then finally mantis god. The dead one that doesn't do anything. Nice, let's go. Nice. Beautiful OTK, let's go. Let's freaking go. Mantis god double gunner hype. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Nice. 2 out of 4. Ah, let's go. Ah, that felt great. You really defeated me. I was not expecting that. Your ambition is to replace PO3, but, well, between you and I, there will come an opportunity to change your mind. And I beg that you spare me. Take these, then go. Oh, some more Deathly card packs. What do we get now? Oh, we get another bone heap. We've got a junior mage. That's a freebie. Oh no, it requires a triangle thing. And no mox cards. It perishes. Okay. Cool. Mage cards I'm interested in, but it just seems as if their mechanics are a bit like resource. I think they're even more resource heavy than robots. At least by the feel of it. Draugr. Okay, Draugur's quite good. Tomb robber. Are you a freebie? Pay 1 bone to create a skeleton in your hand. Ooh. Oh, you trippy bitch. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Change your battery. Oh, not again. Oh, what now? Oh, great, fully charged. Woo! More videos. Well, time to delve deeper into the mystery of Inscryption, I guess. Let's have a look.
I think I've just got to send it. To whom it may concern.
Right, here we go.
Formal. Hello there! Exclamation point. My name is Luke Carter, and I'm a fan of your collectible card games. If you've ever taken a look at my YouTube videos, you will know how appreciative I am of the merch that you've sent me over the years. So it was a great surprise to learn that there is a digital version of Inscryption. I think maybe one of my fans pranked me and buried a copy in the woods near my house. Upon further research, however, I have not been able to find any record of this game. Is this some kind of elaborate hoax?
I mean...
Trace of this game. Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? The game doesn't seem like the work of a prankster. It at least appears professionally made. I am both puzzled and excited by this discovery. Any information you can provide would be much appreciated. Thank you, the Lucky Carter. Okay, good enough. Sent.
Okay. So he sent an email to the game developers to question, do you know about this game? What is up about this game? Okay. Interesting. Intriguing. Intriguing. Let's dive deeper.
Hey card gamers, I'm the Lucky Carter, and this, well, it's a bit of a strange video. It's actually more of a question to my audience.
Okay.
As I've learned over the years, nobody knows card games better than you guys do, so I'm hoping someone can help me out here.
Okay.
Did anyone ever play an Inscryption video game?
I'm playing it right now.
Hear about it? I'm talking about that vintage one-set card game I opened packs for last week. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to get in any trouble here. I think I've got the only known copy of the digital version of Inscryption. I've been filming myself playing it, and it's weird, guys. I don't want to get in any hot water by showing the footage, but can someone please prove me wrong? Please tell me someone has a copy of this game. I have been looking online for days, and I cannot find a word about it. I reached out to the publishers, hoping maybe they would get back to me, but as a fallback, I got you beautiful viewers.
Okay.
That's it. That's the video today, guys. Thank you so much, as always. And, oh yeah, what the fuck is the card?
Okay, that's important. That is super duper important. Oh, like code of zeros and ones? Oh, that's gotta be translated at some point. I'm pretty darn sure the internet's done it, but... Okay, so that's a series of zeros and ones that must be translated into like a code or phrase or something. That's... But how that happens... Okay, trippy, nonetheless. Then, 1 day later...
Mr.
What do we get?
We have received your inquiry regarding a digital version of our intellectual property Inscryption. I can assure you that no such software exists in any official form. However, if you have indeed come into possession of proprietary Game Funa hardware, you are compelled to return it to us under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. The hardware will be considered stolen if it is not returned to us within a reasonable time frame. Please carefully package the hardware and paste the attached shipping label to the front of the
Wait.
box. You may mail the package at a local post.
Game Funa?
We would like to avoid taking legal action in your case, so please do
I
not
just
delay
had...
returning the proprietary software. Sincerely, Game Funa,
Wait.
Customer Happiness Department. What the fuck?
You just took the words out of my mouth. Is Game Funa still in chat? That was pretty fucked up. What the hell? Okay, this is... It's starting to get even more trippy. Okay, there's got to be something involved with these error videos. Like, even if I got like... Stop, start, pause it, see if there's anything here. Gotta be, you wouldn't just have an error video unless there was something about this that was important. Or not, because I can't see it. Okay, never mind. 16th.
I think this woman's actually from Game Funa. She came to my door yesterday, and I didn't answer. This time I'm gonna record it.
Okay.
Hi!
Hi there.
Hey.
I'm floppy disk for a game called Inscryption. I was told you came by a copy of it.
Wait.
Floppy disk for a game.
Sir, this time I'm gonna record it.
Is that the same code from the previous videos, or is that a different binary code?
Hi!
Hi there.
Hey.
So your name's in binary? Or your name's been bugged into binary somehow? Right. Wait, what was that?
Hi.
Wait, there was a message there.
Hi!
Hi there.
There was a message...
Floppy disk for a game called Inscryption.
Interesting.
I was told you came by a copy of it somehow. Sound familiar?
No.
No?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Really?
Inscryption, you said?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Really? Because, apparently you emailed us about it. You are, Luke Carter, right?
Oh.
You know the luckycarter@gmail.com?
Yeah, you know what? That's, I am Luke Carter, but that's not my email address.
Really? Because I just noticed because I've seen your videos.
Oh.
I'm a big fan.
Well, thanks for watching. Listen, how'd you know where I live exactly?
My boss gave me your address.
And how did you get past the side gate? It's locked.
Okay, Luke. I'm going to give you my business card. And if you remember anything at all, feel free to give me a call. Okay?
Will do. Take care.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What the actual fuck? So, you get past a secure gate. This is fucked up. This is just... Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, another error thing. There's gotta be something in here. Okay. Rewind it. There's gotta be. Like, even if it's like a tiny pixel or something, there's gotta be something here that's hinting towards something bigger. Gotta be. Or... Again, I can't see it.
Hey there, card
It's
gamers.
super weird,
I'm the Lucky
but I love
Carter,
it.
And this is another pack opening video. Today I'm opening Secrets of Legendaria. Hoping
Cool.
for that sweet, sweet foil Valamir.
Why is it only a short video if he's doing a pack opening? Oh shit. Oh shit. What happened to Luke? It's like as if he lost all motivation to do it. It's like me when you're having a really bad day and you're in the middle of, like, you start recording a video and then you just think, no, fuck it, I'm not feeling it. Like, I know that feeling, but that's weird. Like, you don't just get that feeling. Well, you do, but it's a weird thing to explain. Okay. Gotta be something in here somewhere. Or not. Okay. Just a very short and sweet thing. Okay, we're back to our regularly scheduled card games. I mean, there's weird shit going on around him. That is very true. It's very, very true. That is a ton of weird... I mean, just noticed, there's this... Ooh. Oh, it's a salmon! Ooh, free salmon. I'll take a free salmon. Ooh. Pick the clover leaf from the stem. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Wonder what that was about. Sometime I'll try this spot. Find good fish. Corrupted fish. Old underscore fish. Right. Oof. You probably saw that the bridge is fixed. Now they want me to give you deck building tips. Like, use your rare cards. They are more powerful than common cards. But I sure am sick of being around these scribes. Each has a more twisted ambition than the last. I tell you. Cool. So yeah, but they definitely just wants you to use your rare cards all the time, which is fair. I can understand why. Okay, that's definitely the PO3 island above us, so this must be where the mage guy lives. What's happening here? Greetings. If you are reading this, it must be because you wish to challenge me, Magnificus, to a card battle. But in order to earn that privilege, you must first defeat my 3 graduate students. As for their whereabouts, that is for you to discover. Sincerely, Magnificus. Seems solid enough. Strange monocle. You put it on. Cool! I am Monocle Man! Ooh. Okay, we'll deal with that later. That seems like a puzzle I'll solve over time. That door's locked. Oh, chest. Chesty LaRue. You find a card pack. Oh, stuck in the goo. It's a magical card pack. Full of magic. So we get a couple of Mage Knights. We get Master Bleen. Activate if you have a blue gem. Sacrifice Master Bleen to draw 3 cards. Okay, cool. Card draw. Another Steel Mice. And Factory Conduit. Empty spaces within a circuit. Wait, empty spaces within a circuit completed by Factory Conduit spawn leap bots at the end of the owner's turn. Oh, so it's... Ooh! So it generates leaper bots on both sides if you don't have anything. Ooh! That's interesting. I like that. That's pretty cool. Wait a minute. These jars. I'm intrigued, but first, the trader. What are you trading? Bleen's Mox? It's on the board, it provides a blue gem to its owner. Also, while Bleen's Mox is on the board, it provides a green gem to its owner. Okay, so you're blue-green Mox. Cool, cool. You're just you're a orange Mox, Stim Mage, and a blue Mage. You draw cards equal to the amount of Mox cards on your side of the board. Interesting. Very interesting. Does look very familiar. Very, very familiar. Yeah. Bleen. I wonder if he's Ooze Boy. Oh, is this just to look at all the collected cards? Okay. Okay, cool. So you can just see how far you are, like, completing the omnibus of cards. Dope. That looks pretty... That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Okay, it must be... It must be these jars. Oh. Okay. What the fuck did I just step into? Who the fuck are you? Department of Defense. What? Who the hell are you? Harry Ronald Wilson? Is he like the potential lead developer of all this? That's... What the fuck is it? Department of Defense? What does the department... Okay, what does potentially the CIA have anything to do with a card game? I wonder. Okay, it's gotta do something with this. Gotta be something to do with this. That's obviously got all the monster sigils you could potentially pick. Not giving me any clues, does it? Oh! Oh, I see. So skull... Flying skull. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I get you. Skull, flying, skull... It's the goop. Hello, goop.
Go for my final exam. I just remained to the feet, one more director, and then I went for best. I went for best in the dark of the master. I saw him right card. Nothing will stop me.
Oh, how intriguing. The plot does thicken. I love different aesthetics. They really did knock it out of the park. Look at the mage's caps. Okay, so you get an Emerald Mox that turn. The power of green mage is equal to the number of green gems that the owner has on their side of the table. So if we get rid of that, 1, 2, 3 power is gone. Effectively. That's good. We want it. We want it gone. I now have a 4-leaf clover with me as well. Well, there's only one thing to do. First turn Mantis God for a win, ladies and gentlemen. I knew that could have reset my hand, but you know what? I don't mind. First turn Mantis God so I don't get 3 damage. That is such a good opening hand. Oh my god, it gets better. Are you kidding me? Energy bot, let's go. Oh, let's go. Energy bot over here. Get an energy cell. Drop down Leaper bot. So we can do some bits. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Oh. And a second Mantis God. Let's go. Oh, energy bot. Oh, yes. Just look at the onslaught. Woof. Jesus. Don't even mind. Oh, my lord. And you know what? Just to make sure we don't get any damage. Double Mantis God. My boy. Oh, sweet baby. That was a thing of beauty. My god. They really did do such a good job of this game. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, Rail, just so you know, if Kawaii Batfangs is still streaming by the time we finish tonight, I think we're going to pick her for a raid. Because I haven't genuinely, like, had a chance to bump into her streams in quite a while. So I think it'd be nice to jump into Kawaii's stream afterwards. So I thought you would know, because you would approve of that. Because I just think it would be nice. It'll be nice. And we've yet to see everything. Oh, very true. We have yet to see everything.
No, please. Please. Just tell the master I passed. He won't know the difference. Here, take this pack.
Oh, again, another magical pack. Magic pack! Magic pack! Oh, give me a magic pack! Okay, another Mage Knight. We get Master Orlu, who's airborne, and deals damage directly. Draw a card from each damage dealt. Ooh, nice. Muscle Mage, another Squirrel Ball, and a Null Conduit. Null Conduit may complete a circuit, but provides no effect. Right. Circuit cards. Interesting.
Here, I opened the door for you.
Okay. Intriguing. Plot does indeed thicken. Ooh. A trapdoor. Oh, chesty. Oh, you can't find a card pack among a heap of sharp implements. Oh, give me that magical card pack. Ooh. Green Mage Garanji's Mock, or Garanji's Mox, I should say. Ruby Golem. Can't be sacrificed when Ruby Golem perishes and Ruby Mox is created in its place. That is good. That is good. And then another one of those factory conduits. Interesting. The mage mechanic seems very interesting indeed. The dummy stares lifelessly back at you, then suddenly springs into motion. Oh jeez! Oh! Oh, I'm facing a target dummy. Okay. If a creature would attack Force Mage, it does not. Okay. Practice Mage. It's just a mage with a target on his face. Lovely. Oh! If it isn't my best friend at first turn Mantis God! I think we'll choose you! First turn Mantis God, and first turn Bullfrog, let's go. Oh, why do you have a skull on your face? Oh, skull. Gotta keep that in mind. Skull. Skull, skull, skull. Right. That's important. Ruby Mox in its place. Push. Oh, it actually gains... Oh, it actually gains the abilities. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, we're going to get rid of our Mox this turn. In fact, why don't I win the game this turn? And we just put down a second Mantis God and we win. And I get 3 extra foils, so why not? There you go. That works. That works really well. I think she'll be streaming. I've been watching your streams whilst joining hers afterwards. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because I thought, oh, why not? She's doing marbles on stream anyway, so we can join in on the fun. That sounds like a good idea. I like that idea anyway. This creaks back into position and returns to a lifeless stare. Okay, so that wasn't even one of the pupils. It's just a literal practice dummy. Fair enough. Trapdoor. Oh, that's just a free travel back down. Okay, thought that would be the case, but I thought I'd try it nonetheless, just to make sure. Okay. So that had skull, push, and now it's whatever the third one could be. Oh, there you go. As long as you get 2 out of the 3, it solves it. Oh, hello. Just imagine, you're on an ice cube, slowly melting on a hot pan. Oh, I was only talking to myself. The pain of being a head impaled on a spear is, well, it is worth it, of course. Magnificence will award me for the highest honor. I will be the centerpiece of his deck. That... Okay. You have your head impaled. I don't think that's a good sign. Hey look, first turn Mantis God. Look at all these first turn Mantis Gods. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Okay, first turn Mantis God. Kind of want to put you up against the Golem. So we get the Golem out of the way and you already dropped the Mox thing. If Mage Knight's owners controls no Mox cards, Mage Knight perishes. Right. Yeah, I think we go first turn. First turn Mantis God, let's go. Just right off the bat. It's really messed up in this tower. Really, really messed up. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, Mantis God actually got wrecked. That's not great. It's really not the best. Well, we want to get rid of the Mox. Yeah, I want to get rid of the Mox Stone. So then technically you die because there's no Mox on the field yet. Because these only put down Moxes when they die. So I'm doing a good thing. I'm doing a good. Right, with that in mind, we then want the Automaton at the end and the 49er. Oh yeah, of course the Automaton's free. Well, that's fine. We can deal with that. Get rid of one of the Ruby Golems. So that's another Mox we can get rid of. Mox cards on the other side of the board get +1 power. Yeah, we don't want that being existing. We really don't want that existing. So I think we put 49er here to get rid of this Ruby Golem. I'll generate another Mox Ruby. Oh, that actually kind of sucks. 2 damage. Woof. We want 49er to turn back before we put anything else down. So I want to put Elite Bot here. So we don't take damage for the next 2 turns. That makes sense to me. But at least for Mox Ruby does not deal damage again. That works. And hey, it's Steel Mice. Let's go. We get Steel Mice. And yo, Steel Mice. Let's go. Oh yeah, don't get rid of you yet. We need you to block this turn. But we can put down Steel Mice again next turn. So it's fine. Here we go. Oh, what options do I have? Steel Mice. Okay, Steel Mice has proven that it's kind of a clutch move. Whenever we need it, it seems to work out really well. Okay. I think we just Steel Mice. But then that means you die because there'll be no mocks out. So that means I can go in with a bullfrog and screw your ass over sideways. I like it. Smish, 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 Mother Hubbards. Yeah, full board wipe. Let's go. Okay, and everyone does 1 damage. Yep, there we go. The game is had. And 3 more falls. Beautiful. Don't forget, after I'm done... Probably after I'm done doing all these fights going up the tower, reaching Magnificus, before I face Magnificus, I want to go back and grab the Ouroboros card. Because that's going to be useful. Perhaps I will not be central to his strategy. I care not. He can use me as a chump blocker. I've mastered disappointment. Oh no, she wants to be a chump blocker. Oh, take this pack. I love the card terminology. That's really cool. Of a mage. Strike an opponent directly. Okay, you're just a flying mage. Hey, Wolf Cub! And another double gunner. Okay, cool. Double gunner's awesome, but I probably wouldn't put it in more than 1. Because that's a very late game play. But he works so well with early game Mantis God. My lord. Ooh. Okay. Chest is empty, save for a single card. A rabbit! Ah, kind of makes sense. I can pull the rabbit out of a hat. Skull. Okay. I found skull. I did find skull. Bottom sigil was found by the hard of hearing, or by those who hear too easily. The middle sigil was found by the pale. Top sigil was found by the greedy. Ah. Flying. So that's the greedy. The top one... If the top one's the greedy, so that's flying. But I'm guessing that's gonna be the skull. Or maybe it's that one's the skull. Oh, found it! I freaking did it! At last! At last! Stimulation! Oh my god, what the hell? I've mastered disappointment. That's a mood. That is a mood. My test has been sensory deprivation, you see. To unlock the full potential of my mind, you see. It's unlocked now. Hear me, Magnificence? Hear me, Magnificus? I'm ready! We have to battle, okay? Oh, alright. Oh, just a darkened out card. Interesting. Hey, first turn Mantis God! It happens again! No freaking way are we getting consistent first turn Mantis Gods. This is amazing. Let's go. Let's just freaking go. First turn Mantis God again. You cannot make this up. This is brilliant. All these first turn Mantis Gods, I'm living for it. I'm really living for it. Yeah, I know, right? Mantis God luck is on point. Right, put out the Leaper bot to block the flyer. You'll die this turn anyway because of... Well, you're going to die for Mantis God. It's absolutely fine. There you go. Mantis God does his thing, does an extra damage. We block that damage from the flyer, get a squirrel. Then I think we just keep going, really. We're going to... Oh, Mantis God will die to Gem Fiend next turn. That kind of sucks. That does kind of suck. But does he? Because there's no Moxes. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, you can't do Duff. You can't do Knack. And now I can do Crockle. So we can just sit over here, get an energy cell. So next turn we get Double Gunner. Put Double Gunner over here. Bish bosh. Real good nosh. I like it. Unless we just beat you right now. Oh, we do that. No problem at all. First turn Mantis God is so powerful. That was incredibly stimulating! We aren't done here, right? I wish to see the light again. To sing! To dance! You wouldn't leave, would you? Oh my god, he's hilarious. Oh, he's so funny. Junior Sage. Orlu's Mox. Oh, nice. So that's one of every of the, like, double Mox cards. And then Emerald Mox. Cool. Nice one. Another 49er. If I open the door, you'll stop by on the way back and let me out? Right? If only, dude. Right. I'm gonna take this opportunity to quickly go back and get that Ouroboros card. And then my logic is I'm gonna hold out my foils until we get to PO3. Or the machine area, I should say. And then totally invest into any machine cards that are out there. Oh, but that's too good! Oh, no! You're gonna give me that? You're gonna give me that knowing that I run machines? Oh, god, that's just too good. I have to take it. Get a second Rockle? Oh, that was mad. That was mad. I needed second Rockle. Oh, wow. Okay. This changes a lot. This actually changed. Okay. Reset the deck again. This is what we're gonna do, right? So we got 3 squirrels and a rabbit to maximize on our sacrifices. 3 mantis gods and 2 Rockles. Can I warrant putting in a... No, and then 1 Ouroboros. Because Ouroboros is still pretty good as a 3/3 for 2. And that keeps coming back to my hand when it dies. It's so useful. Then... Could consider some bone cards, but... These guys. A couple of Leaper bots. Actually, a few Leaper bots, just in case. Then... 1 energy bot. Because I think Energy Bot 1 is solid by itself. Don't think we'll put in Meat Bot. Don't think we'll put in Meat Bot. I still think that Automaton is not enough for what you get. I'd rather do Factory Conduit. I feel like I'd rather do 1 Factory Conduit. At least Factory Conduit does 2 Leaper bots. Steel Mice has proven itself to be really good. 2 double gunners? Yeah, we got some insane Mantis God luck. Okay, I think that's good for those. Now I'm thinking bones. Like, if we just have some bone cards in here to just add in like some clutch moves, I think that'll work in our favor. I really like Sarcophagus, but we're barely getting it out. Like, we're barely getting out Sarcophagus. I think we just need a solid card for bones. That's all we need. Like, just a solid... Maybe like a low-level bone with Banshee. And then a high-level bone with either Mummy Lord, or we just go fuck it and go Headless Horseman. But Headless Horseman's 13. Oh, we have a Dead Hand. Dead Hand could be interesting. But 5 bones for a 1/1. I'd rather put in a Mummy Lord. So have an 8 bone 3/3. That could be useful. That could be very useful. So my logic is, if we end up building up so many bones, the bones we build up can then give us a plus, you know? That's my logic. Okay. Now let's see if we can't take on Magnificus. Magnificus. No, Magnificus. Curse. Not shush. Curse. Magnificus. I can say it. Magnificus. Oh, there he is. C'est magnifique. Oh, so we have a look at his painting? Oh, we can't. Very interesting painting. Dearest Grimoire, I believe PO3's plot may go far past the extent of a common power grab. Indeed, this great transcendence will have catastrophic and unpredictable results. The note is incomplete and ends abruptly. I urge you to consider... Ooh. They also seem worried about PO3. So there's a bigger plot going on with PO3 involved, obviously. Oh, it's you! Oh! Oh, hello! The Great Kraken! Submerges itself during its opponent's turn. Ooh! Oh, that's quirky! Thank you! We get a freaking Kraken card! Sweet! Oh, that's awesome! I want to head off soon. Yeah, no worries. I probably won't be on for much longer. I'll probably take on Magnificus, then we'll leave PO3 for next stream. Ah, the stunted wolf, aka Magnificus.
You're here last. How do my pupils fare? No matter. There are far more concerning issues at hand. Do you understand the canvas that you have been woven into? Nay, you are the brush, and the artist moves you with a terrifying mastery. My eye aches with premonition. The future is very, very grim. First, we must battle.
Ah, the artiste. I'm loving it.
Behold, the brush of a scribe of magics. My pupils would die to be painted by it, and live forever as a card. But that is not the full extent of its powers. Now for a bit of colour. This one needs some bleach.
Oh my god, he's changing all their effects! Oh, sweet Jesus! Oh! Okay. And hello, Mr. Dancing Man. Yeah, his right eye does remind me. Oh, okay. Yeah, so his magic right eye is the one that allows you to see things, hence the monocle does the same. Okay, so now we've got a leaper bot that creates a rabbit. We've got an energy bot that creates a ruby mox when it dies. We've got a mantis god that, when it's struck, deals 1 damage back. And we have a squirrel that lets you draw cards to the amount of mox cards on your side of the field. That now synergizes with energy bot. That is so weird. That is oh so weird. And we get a rabbit for free as well. Magnus Mox. Then you have equal to the number of green gems that the owner has on their side of the table, which is 1. And you then start dealing 1 damage, so you're going to be important to take out. So I think the best port of call is get out Leaper Bob, and we get a rabbit. Oh, damage. Oh, okay. A rabbit that also deals 1 damage back. Okay. That works. That's pretty cool. If that's the case, I was going to put out Mantis God. Do first turn Mantis God again. But if that's the case with a rabbit, I think I've got a better plan. I'm going to put the rabbit here. And I'm going to start getting the Mantis God to smack against the Mox. Because the sooner that goes, the sooner my time playing this is going to be better. So that's already down to 7. Now we get a squirrel with the side of the board gain plus 1 power. That could help. Not a lot, but it could help. So that when it perishes, creates a Mox Ruby. I think I just slap all... Well, I don't slap all of them down. I wait for the squirrel. Really. But you're useful just to get a Ruby Mox out when you die. So I think what we do is we put you... We put you here. Sometimes on the owner's side of the board, gain 1 power. Kind of want to save that for when we have a high cost power creature, or we could do a thing. It's not a good first turn play, but we now have a Mox Ruby. Oh god, really? Really? Double Gunner just does 1 damage back now? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really, really sucks. Okay. I think what we do is we just do that for the power boost. And didn't even do a thing. Oh my god. And then Squirrel to draw a card because we have 1 gem. And Mantis God has Rabbit? Ah! This is like the hardest one yet! He actually, it doesn't matter. He actually screws over with your deck. Oh my god, really? Ruby Mox is created in its place. Oh, bloody brilliant. Oh, this is such an interesting fight. Oh my god. So we can... Oh, this sucks. Actually kind of sucks. Oh yeah, we actually need to get rid of you. So, in fairness, I think that means we do Mantis God on your side to get rid of you, so you no longer deal 1 damage. That's a good plan. And we get a free rabbit with a Mox Ruby. Damn it! Bloody... Well, you know what? We might as well deal damage. We might as well deal damage instead. So why not sacrifice you, get out the Hrockle, so we can at least start damaging the Magnus Mox. Because we need to start thinking about getting rid of that thing sooner rather than later. And we get another Ruby Mox. Just give me something that, like, gives me... Oh my god, no. No! Oh god. Alright. Now that kind of sucks because my Moxes are in the way. Oh no. Right. I think we put you here so that you swing into you 1 damage back. And you will eventually die. Yeah, there you go. Damage digs in. Okay. Oh, you know what? You didn't even have an ability, Mummy Lord, so I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Oh, you know what? That's actually really good. That's actually really freaking good. Oh, that's really good. Okay, you know what? Mummy Lord straight in. Go. And then Conduit spikes in. You're finally gone. Hallelujah. Ouroboros. Ah, damage back. But we can get rid of Gem Fiend now, which is interesting. We can get rid of Gem Fiend now because we have Double Gunner. Right, I think that's going to be useful. Get Double Gunner over there. Smish. The Mox is gone. The Mox is gone. We should be in a much better state now. The Mox is gone. With that in mind, I don't think we'd even do anything this turn. We just do 3, 4, 5 damage. Beautiful. Mummy Lord dies because there's no Mox Crystal out, which is excellent. Brilliant. I think we've actually got this. We've actually got this. Let's go. Look at that. Okay, first life down. Perfect. That worked out in my favor. I just had nothing but defensive options. I must be slowing down with age. I may need to set my brush upon my own cards once again. Oh god, now you're repainting your own cards. Okay. Oh, but you... Okay, you give me card draw. You know what? I won't mind doing that. Give me card draw. For... Okay, that's 1 power. Oh, okay, I see. So it gives me... It actually gave me a Mox power. Okay. Oh no, that's Mox from there. So this will give me power up there. But you know what? We're just going to keep going anyway, because you're not dealing damage. Very well. J5! Freaking done! Get out of here, Magnificent. magnificent. Magnificus. So close. Ah. That was fun, though. What a really fun mechanic that was. That was really fun. Very well. We've battled, and now I may speak. You see, my eye, it aches because it remembers it was excised. Or exercised. By none other than Leshy, the scribe of beasts. And a beast he is. Arrogant, single-minded, obsessed with gaining power. But he is far from a worse scribe to become hegemon. You see, the ejection of my eyeball is far from the worst thing that can happen around here. You must be especially aware of... What happened to him? Oh! Bleeds Mox, nice! I got all the Moxes, beautiful. And another Mummy Lord. Good to know the deck works quite well. And another one. Oh wow, another Orlu's Mox. I wouldn't mind doing this again and running a Mox deck. That looks very interesting. The Mox mechanic looks very, very interesting. Looks like a pain in the arse to manage, but cool nonetheless. I did go... Okay, I'm going to check that other room one last time before we use the trapdoor. And also check... No, still won't let me check that. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to check here one last time to be on the safe side that I checked everything. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. The magical eye did come from him. Yes. So... The magical eye came from Magnificus. The camera, obviously, from Leshy. Gamora, obviously, was just stink. Which leaves PO3. But we will tackle PO3. Actually, you know what? Let's enter PO3's area, at least. Oh. Oh, the mood suddenly changed. Oh, the mood changed a lot. Trader? Oh yeah, I thought the trader was going to be here. Oh my lord, the mood suddenly just changed completely. What the hell? Ooh. Ooh, Curve Hopper. A 4 power 2-3. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I wouldn't mind getting one of you. That doesn't sound like a bad idea for a turn 4 play. Yeah, again, if I save up one, I can get a Techno pack. And I can potentially get a really nice Techno rare card. We'll do it that way. It gets Stope Boy. It is Stope Boy. We're going to annihilate the Stope. Next time when we do Inscryption, which will be on Friday this week. That'll be fun. So... This game just keeps giving me more and more questions. I don't know how it's going to get any more trippier than this, but I know it does, because everyone keeps telling me, dude, just wait. It gets more trippy. And I'm like, for God's sake. And then everything that's happening with Luke as well, outside of the game, where he's now getting approached by mysterious people at his doorstep. God, the music here is cool. The music is so freaking cool. Oh, well, I can't wait to play this even more when we come here next time, but... Right, join me for a bit of a banter sesh, raiding, and we'll go from there. Oh boy, I love it.